Morning, ladies and gentlemen. First thing we're going to do today is called an arraignment. I understand that all of you have had an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor, so we'll go ahead and be able to begin now at this point. Please understand that these proceedings are live streamed per state law, so this will be on camera with the exception of the juveniles. For obvious reasons, we do not live stream juveniles, so I'll give a general advisement. I will deal with the one juvenile case, which will be off of live stream, then we'll go back on live stream and deal with the adult cases. The arraignments. The portion of this court tonight which is called an arraignment is the purpose is to advise you of your rights and the procedures in this court. It's very important that you listen carefully because these are your rights you have as a defendant in this court. After I give the general advisement, I'll ask each of you, and if you're under the age of 18 years of age, your parent or legal guardian to come forward to the podium. At that point, I'll read the charges against you and explain the nature of each one of the charges. You'll be required to enter a plea as to each one of the charges. You may enter one of three pleas. You may enter either a plea of guilty. A plea of guilty means you admit the charge and do not wish to contest the charge. You may make a statement to the court after you enter a plea of guilty, however, you're not required to do so. You may enter a plea of not guilty. A plea of not guilty means you do wish to contest the charge and do not wish to convict yourself. A trial date will be set at this time. You may enter a plea of no contest. A plea of no contest means you do not contest the charge and will be handled in most cases in the same manner as a guilty plea. That plea must be acceptable to the prosecution. Before you enter a plea, it's very important that you understand you have the following rights as a defendant in this court. You're presumed to be innocent. The prosecution must prove all elements of all charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You need not make any statements against yourself. However, any statements you do make can be used against you. You have the right to have your arraignment continued for good cause shown. If you're currently in custody, you have the right to bail. The maximum penalty which may be imposed by this court is a fine of $2,650 and or 364 days of imprisonment. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at all stages of the proceedings. If appropriate, and if you're found to be indigent, an attorney can be appointed to represent you at no cost to you, and you'll have the right to consult with that attorney before any further proceedings are held. You have the right to a speedy and a public trial. When appropriate, you can either choose a trial to the court, which means the judge without a jury, or you can request a jury trial. If you desire to have a jury, you must file a written demand for trial by jury and pay a $25 fee within 21 days after the day of the arraignment, or you enter a plea of not guilty. The court may waive the jury fee if you're found to be indigent. The jury fee may be refunded to you if you're found not guilty. You may choose a jury. A jury consists of between 3 and 6 persons. If no number is specified, then a jury of 3 persons will hear your case. You have the right to cross-examine any witnesses called by the town to testify against you. You have the right to have your witnesses subpoenaed by the court to appear to testify at trial. You need to give the clerk at least 5 days written notice prior to trial if you wish to have witnesses subpoenaed. Please provide the contact information for any witnesses. You have the right to testify or not to testify on your own behalf. If you choose not to testify, that will not be considered as evidence of guilt. We'll do the adult docket, and the first case is People of the Town of Timnath versus Brandon Foster. Mr. Foster. Mr. Foster, you present in court when I read your rights. Do you understand your rights? Do you have any questions about your rights? Mr. Foster, I also have in front of me an advisement of legal rights form. Do you recall seeing that document? Do you have any questions about your rights contained on that document? Mr. Foster, I have in front of me a disposition whereby you'd be entering a plea as a violation of section 10-5-10 of the Code of the Town of Timnath, which is disorderly conduct, noise. A person commits disorderly conduct if he or she intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly makes a coarse or offensive or obviously offensive utterance, gesture, or display in a public place, and the utterance, gesture, or display tends to incite an immediate breach of the peace, makes an unreasonable noise in a public place or near a private residence that he or she has no right to occupy, fights with another in a public place except in an amateur professional skill of athletic contest, not being a peace officer, discharges a deadly weapon in a public place except when engaged in a lawful target practicing or hunting, or not being a peace officer, displays a deadly weapon, displays any article used or fashioned in a manner as to cause a person reasonably to believe that the article is a deadly weapon, or refuses to verbally or otherwise that he or she is armed with a deadly weapon in a public place in a manner calculated to alarm. Do you understand the charge? Any questions about the charge? Do you wish to enter a plea of the charge at this time? Court will accept the plea. We'll go ahead and you'll have to complete a conflict management class within 91 days, and you'll perform 24 hours of useful public service by November, I think that's a 5, is that correct? 2026, or appear on 12/10 of 2026. You'll remain law-abiding at all times within the town of Timnath the next 12 months. You'll pay a fine of $121 and court costs of $35 for a total of $156. Do you have any questions? No, sir. Please see the clerk of the court. New form. Oh, Lizzie? Sorry. Next case is People of the Town of Timnath versus Antoinette Barajas. Ms. Barajas. Ms. Barajas, were you present in court when I read your rights? Do you understand your rights? Any questions about your rights? Ms. Barajas, I also in front of me an advisement of rights form. You recall seeing that document? Did you have an opportunity to read that document before you signed it? Any questions about your rights contained on that document? Ms. Barajas, I have in front of me a criminal disposition whereby you'd be entering a plea to a violation of section 10-4-50 of the Code of the Town of Timnath, which is theft. Theft. It is unlawful for any person knowingly to obtain or exercise possession of or control over anything of value of another without authorization or by threat or deception, and if such person, 1, intends to deprive the other person permanently of a use or benefit of the thing of value, 2, knowingly uses, conceals, or abandons the thing of value in such a manner as to deprive the other person permanently of his use or benefit, 3, uses, conceals, or abandons the thing of value intending that such use or concealment or abandonment will deprive the other person permanently of its use or benefit, or 4, demands any consideration to which he or she is not legally entitled as a condition of restoring the thing of value to the other person. Do you understand the charge? Any questions about the charge? Do you wish to enter a plea of the charge at this time? What is your plea? Court will accept the plea. And any questions? Does the town waive restitution? Therefore, there will be no restitution order. Please see the clerk of the court. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Eric Naus. Mr. Naus, were you present in court when I read your rights?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights? Do you have any questions about your rights? Mr. Naus, I also have in front of me an advisement of rights form. Do you recall seeing that document? Advisement of rights form?
Yes.
Okay, would you have an opportunity to read that document before you signed it?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any question about your rights contained on that document? Mr. Naus, I also in front of me a disposition form whereby you'd be entering a plea as to a violation of section 10-4-50, which is theft. Were you present in court when I read the charge? Do you understand the charge? Do you have any questions about the charge? Do you wish to enter a plea as a charge at this time? What is your plea? Court will accept the plea and will adopt the following sentence, stipulated sentence. You'll be put on a deferred sentence for a period of 12 months. You will have no further law violations which result in a conviction within that 12 months. You'll complete 24 hours of useful community service within 91 days. You'll pay a $50 fine, and you'll be complete a petty theft class within 91 days. You do all those things, then this matter goes away. It's not on your record. You violate it and don't do what's required, and you come back in and you're resentenced for the theft, and it will go on your record. Understood? Any questions?
No, sir.
Please see the clerk of the court. Thank you. Next case I have is people of the town of Timnath versus Kevin Smith. Mr. Smith. Good morning. Mr. Smith, were you present in court when I read your rights?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about your rights?
The machine sounds like
Oh, that's not the question right now. I said, do you understand your rights?
yes.
Did you have I've got an advisement of rights form. Do you recall seeing that?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to read that document before you signed it?
Yes.
Any questions about your rights contained on that document? Mr. Smith, I also have in front of me a disposition whereby you'd be entering a plea as the violation of section 10-5-10-1 of the code of the town of Timnath, which is disorderly conduct, in that you made that's alleged that you made a coarse or obviously offensive utterance, gesture, or display in a public place, and the utterance, gesture, or display tends to incite an immediate breach of the peace. Do you understand the charge? Do you have any questions about the charge? Do you wish to enter a plea of the charge at this time? What is your plea? Yep, there's guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Is that acceptable to the prosecution? Court will go ahead and accept the plea. We'll enter the following stipulated sentence. This will be a deferred sentence in the sense that you're put on, not a deferred, you're put on a unsupervised probation for 12 months. You'll have no further law violations that result in a conviction for 12 months, and you'll complete 4 hours of community service within 91 days. You'll have no return to Walmart at 4500 Wetzel Street. There's a $300 fine, $250 which will be suspended, provided you do full compliance with the rest of the terms. And so you'll have to pay $50 at this point, and if you do everything else, then we're good. Any questions?
Yes, so I pay the fine to the community service
And remain law-abiding for 12 months. And don't go back to Walmart.
in Timnath.
Yes.
That's about it, so I can't ever go shopping there ever again.
Well, at least for 12 months you can't.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Any questions beyond that? Please see the clerk of the court.
Thanks for your time.
Is it?
How long ago did I pay that fine? A couple of weeks, right?
To pay the fine?
Yeah, since then, the machine was down.
Well, talk to the clerk, and I'm sure she'll make arrangements with you. Next case we have is People of the Town of Timnath versus Trace Collette. Mr. Collette. Mr. Collette, will you present in court when I read your rights? Do you understand your rights? Any questions about your rights? Mr. Collette, I also have in front of me an advisement of legal rights form. Recall seeing that document? Did you have an opportunity to read that document before you signed it? Any questions about your rights contained on that document? Mr. Collette, I have in front of me a criminal disposition whereby you'd be entering a plea as to a violation of Section 10-7-30 of the Code of the Town of Timnath, which is minor in possession. 10-7-30 provides that any person under 21 years of age who possesses or consumes ethyl alcohol anywhere within the town commits illegal possession or consumption of ethyl alcohol by an underage person. Illegal possession or consumption of ethyl alcohol by an underage person is a strict liability offense. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
Any question about the charge? Do you wish to enter a plea to the charge at this time?
The only question I have is, on here I was told, so I'm on probation in Will County, and I was told if I could, for my plea deal, if I could finish the alcohol assessment classes or whatever, in like a 12-month period, and then it would be dropped. But the only thing is I'm probably going to be revoked in Will County, and instead of going back on probation, I'm probably just going to go to jail for work release deal, because those classes that are working for me, period, just being able to make it to them, job, you know, just schedule doesn't work, so.
What time? Well, what times do you work?
I work like, throughout the summer, I've been working like 7 to 7, pretty much.
Yeah, because those classes are usually at night.
Yeah, they're at like 7 o'clock, yeah. 5 o'clock is when mine was scheduled for.
Mhm.
But, yeah, I'm probably just gonna, I get revoked and get to, I can't do probation.
Well, this is a request. The stipulation is for a deferred sentence.
Yeah, okay,
So the question I've got for you is, do you wish to enter a plea at this time?
no, I agree with
Okay, so what is your plea?
the third one.
I'm sorry, I don't understand you.
The third plea that the last guy just did.
Oh, no contest?
No contest.
Is that acceptable to prosecution? Okay, the court will accept this and will put you on a deferred sentence for a period of 12 months. That means you'll have no further law violations that result in a conviction for 12 months. You'll do 24 hours of useful community service within 91 days. And apparently you need to complete your level 2 program in Weld County DUI case and provide proof to the court. Do those things and pay the $50 fine, and we're done here. You don't, then you come back and we got to explain what's going on. But if you complete it, then it's off your record. All right?
Yeah, so if I choose to not do the classes and choose to go to jail in Will County, then I'll probably end up taking this on my record as well.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you better have a long talk with the folks in Weld County, because this stuff starts piling up and you don't want that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I just want to go to jail and get done.
Well, I don't know if they will accept that, but that's up to Weld County on that one. Please see the clerk of the court. Next case, people in the town of Timnath versus Carol Black. Or Block, excuse me. I apologize. Ms. Block, were you present in court when I read your rights?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about your rights?
I'm a little hard of hearing.
Okay, let me try and speak up a little bit. Do you have any questions about your rights?
Yes, sir.
You have questions?
No.
If,
He's my son, he helps me.
all right, well, please put your name on the record if you're going to help her a little bit. Okay. David Block? Okay. Ms. Block, okay, do you understand your rights that you have as a defendant?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I have in front of me an advisement rights form. Do you recall seeing that?
Yes.
Okay. And did you have an opportunity to read that document?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about your rights on that document?
No, sir.
All right. Ms. Block, I have in front of me a disposition whereby you'd be entering a plea for as violation of section 7-9-230 of the code, which is improper care or treatment prohibited. Please listen carefully, because this is the charge. No owner or keeper of an animal shall fail to provide that animal with sufficient good and wholesome food and water, proper shelter, and protection from weather, veterinary care when necessary, and such other care as customary and necessary for the animal's health and well-being, considering the species, breed, and type of animal. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about that charge?
What?
Any questions?
No, but I didn't do it on purpose.
I'm sure you didn't. Do you wish to enter a plea at this time?
Yes.
What is your plea?
I'm sorry.
What is your plea?
Guilty. Guilty.
Okay, the court will accept the plea and will impose a stipulated fine, court costs, and surcharge for a total of $105.
Yes, sir.
Pay that, and this is done.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Please see the clerk of the court.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck. Next case is a review. That'll be people of the town of Timnath versus Christopher Chisholm. Mr. Chisholm, I understand that you have, need to complete the class, is that correct? What is the status of this matter? I thought you had needed to complete a class. Community service. Yes. Have you done that? Okay, give you a chance. This is not a horrendous deal with 4 hours, so get it completed by September 4th, one chance, or September 3rd, one chance, okay? Okay, just get it done by September 3rd and then we're done, all right? All right, we'll see you then. Okay, next case is another review. It's people of the town of Timnath versus Joaquin Huron. Mr. Huron. Mr. Huron, I understand you have not completed your community service. Is that correct? Why not?
I haven't had the money to be able to afford the community service costs. I believe that you do have to pay to get it over. Is that correct?
No. No, not that I'm aware of. Am I incorrect on that? Hang on a second, we'll double check, but I don't think you have to pay to get that usually. Is there, no, there's no payments.
Oh, really? I thought, was under the understanding that it was a $100 fee. What's that? To the alternative sentencing.
Oh, that's, you don't need to do that. That's a different court.
Oh, okay. That's where I guess I was.
Okay, no, we don't have, you go to a nonprofit and ask them to,
Go anywhere to any nonprofit. It's just, okay.
all right. Okay, get it done by September 3rd and you don't have to come back. If you don't do it, then you come back and then all bets are off. Okay? Yeah, just goes directly to a nonprofit, but make sure that they provide written proof. Deal with the clerk and she'll help you out. All right, thank you. Next thing, we have a warrant return. And that'll be people of the town of Timnath versus Gabriel Hillhouse. Mr. Hillhouse. Mr. Hillhouse, you were supposed to provide proof of insurance. Have you done that?
I sent in the letter to my insurance company. They haven't got back to me.
When?
You did it like a week or weekish after I got the letter.
Well, this was continued on June for you to go ahead and provide that insurance. You didn't do it. That's when the warrant was issued. And, you know, you're dragging this out. Why?
I'm not trying to drag this out. I just haven't gotten anything back from them.
One chance. September 3rd. You don't? Then all bets are off. You understand that? Okay, please see the clerk of the court. Yes. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is deal with the non-appearances. I have people of the town of Timnath versus Rick Ehrlich.
We quashed that warrant for Hillhouse.
Yes, we'll quash the warrant on the record, thank you. Okay, what is the status of Rick Ehrlich?
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, and he fails to do so at this time.
This appears to be a traffic infraction. Default shall enter. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Philip Gulford.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, and he fails to do so at this time.
Warrant shall issue. Next case is people of the town of Timnath versus Victoria Gutierrez Murillo.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, and he fails to do so.
This appears to be an infraction. Default shall enter. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Tyler Leeds.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, and he fails to do so at this time.
I think we can get a warrant on that one. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Eric McCorkle.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, he fails to do so at this time.
This is no proof of insurance, so a warrant shall issue. That's a traffic offense. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Caden Mooring.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, and he also fails to do so.
There's a warrant there. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Ramon Para Vasquez.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, and he fails to do it this time.
And apparently this is no proof of insurance, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor, and also a failure to stop.
Right. Well, I was looking at the traffic offense versus the infraction.
Yeah.
So a warrant shall issue for Mr. Para Velasquez. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Jacob Sanchez Esperanza.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, this is also a minor intersection.
Warrant shall issue. Next case is people of the town of Timnath versus Lane Williams.
Defendant's first appearance, Your Honor, and he fails to do so at this time.
This appears to be an infraction. Therefore, the default will enter. Then we go to the show causes. Next case is people of the town of Timnath versus Brian Schwartz Robber.
I have not received in 2 months proof of return, but I sent him an email, left a voicemail, and have not heard back from this gentleman, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll enter default on this matter. Actually, we can just send him directly to collections, can't we? Yeah. Yeah, collections on him. Okay. On the reviews, people of the town of Timnath versus Alyssa Lopez. Where are we with Miss Lopez?
You missed Kugler Alexander, right?
I did? Okay. Oh, yes, you're right. Show cause to Mr. Kugler. It's all right. Back to Ms. Lopez.
When she appeared last, she came with her PR officer, and he said that she was almost done with the classes. That's what we believe she did. But then when she had to present the classes, she was living at Midway House, working there. So she asked her mom to find the classes, and the mom couldn't find the copy of the classes. So in the meantime, she tried to go back to the ARC and have them give her a copy, and they refused to give her a copy and wanted her to redo the 40 hours, allegedly. And the last time I spoke, no, in the end she needed 40 because she asked in lieu of her over.
Yeah, she wanted her fines were changed to community service.
And then no, just the 40 hours of community service in lieu of her 900 something. And because in the beginning were 4 fines, but then she asked to have all in lieu of her fines and fees. And then she called 2 days ago and very apologetic, said, please ask the judge if she could have her time served because she has a warrant in Will County and she was going to turn herself in. That's why she was not going to be able to appear today. I don't have the knowledge at this moment if she turned herself in Will County or not. We can check that, I'm pretty sure. But at this point, she was not going to be able to appear today.
So, and what you're asking for, am I correct, is a revocation of the offer for the 40 hours community service and reinstitution of the fine? I did. So ordered.
Your Honor, so I am clear, we're going to do the $985 to collections.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Kimora and Rudd.
Defendant needs to provide proof of class. I reminded him on July 31st. I spoke with him on the phone and explained the process that if he was unable to register to appear today in court, and he knew he had to appear in court for her, and he fails to do so at this time.
We'll do a show cause on Mr. Rudd. Next matter is people of the town of Timnath versus Jennifer Brown.
Ms. Brown had multiple opportunities to bring her proof of community service hours that she kept changing from fines to UPS to community service, then back to community service. She got a warrant last time. She got arrested at Broward County on July 21st and given paperwork to return today, and she fails to do so at this time, Your Honor.
I was expecting that. Okay, what's the original fine?
$85.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and rescind the order, revoke the order. So it'll be
85 plus the warrant fee, the last warrant fee.
85 plus the warrant fees. Okay, next case, people of the town of Timnath versus Carl Cope.
Defendant was arrested on June 11th and given paperwork to return today. Your Honor, we believe he could have been arrested 2 weeks ago. I don't have complete information if he's in jail right now, but he had to be today present and he fails to do so.
Well, this is one where I don't think he's ever actually been arraigned, has he?
No, he hasn't, Your Honor.
So there's no fines to reimpose, so we'll just do a warrant on Mr. Cope. Next case is people of the town of Timnath versus Victor Esquivan.
He appeared last court date, Your Honor, and was supposed to appear today for proof of insurance. I'm not sure he understood they had to come again. I made sure they did understand in Spanish to appear today in court, but they failed to do so.
Has he provided any proof of insurance?
Not yet. He said he was going to today.
Warrant. That's the matters the court has on its docket. Is there any other matters to come before the court at this time?
No, Your Honor, that's all.
Prosecution have any other matters? In that case, the court will go ahead and go into recess, go off the